Goya Foods. This is a company that is a big producer of a Hispanic food line. You've seen them in the grocery store, I'm sure. You know, Goya is actually pulling its sponsorship of a parade it's been long affiliated with, New York City's Puerto Rican Day Parade, and they're pulling sponsorship for the first time in 60 years. The company says it's, quote, for business reasons, but you know, this parade has come under a whole lot of fire. And the reason is because it's honoring a pardoned terrorist linked to one of the deadliest groups ever to target New York City. Oscar Lopez Rivera recently had his 70-year sentence pardoned by President Obama. He had been in prison for 36 years on conspiracy charges for his ties to a Puerto Rican nationalist group, which was responsible for more than 100 bombings in the 70s and 80s, including one at NYPD headquarters that maimed an officer and another that killed 4 people. New York City Hispanic police groups, they are outraged by this. They're boycotting the event, but not the city's mayor. No, Mr. Bill de Blasio, he's going to be there. He's planning to attend, even though he acknowledges that this is a bad guy. We have reached out to the mayor's office for comment. We have not thus heard from them. Joining me right now, Republican strategist Evan Siegfried with his thoughts on what's going on here. Why is New York City's Puerto Rican Day Parade honoring a guy that is responsible for these deaths?
Well, because in the view of many Puerto Rican lawmakers here in New York, he's not a terrorist. He's just misunderstood and a political prisoner. That's like saying Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is a political prisoner. He was an unrepentant, and he still is unrepentant, for his role in the bombings that killed people. And it's not just in New York City. His group, FALN, bombed across the country. In New York City, they bombed France's Tavern in the late 70s, which actually killed 4 people and injured 20 more. It was a shrapnel bomb, the kind we see being used against Israelis on the street.
So Goya Foods is now pulling their sponsorship. They're saying it's for business reasons. I'll tell you, this is a business reason right here. You don't necessarily want to be associated with a parade that's out there honoring this guy.
I think Goya has made the right move here, but I don't understand why Bill de Blasio and other Democrats are standing by this parade when they see a man who is an unrepentant terrorist. Bill de Blasio has graduated from saying that Linda Sarsour, who has openly idolized convicted terrorists, saying she wants to be just like them. She's speaking at a CUNY graduation ceremony next month, and he said, well, I don't agree with her views, but she has the right to be heard. Yet that's actually a very big change for Bill de Blasio, who in 2013 signed a letter urging another college here in New York not to have people who were pro-BDS. So I think it's when it fits into de Blasio's political convenience, he'll look the other way if you love it or
what's politically convenient about this? He wants to be there at the Puerto Rican Day Parade to make his presence known and make sure that all those folks come out and vote for him. And he's not willing to stick up his hand and say, hey, I think you guys are doing the wrong thing here?
He doesn't want to upset them. He wants to have the best relationship with everyone he can, and he doesn't want to stand on principles, because Bill de Blasio doesn't have any principles. Even Democrats.
The best relationship, it depends on what side of the aisle. I don't think he wants to have a good relationship with Wall Street. I don't think he wants to have a good relationship
he wants Wall Street's money.
Those folks that actually pay a lot in the way of taxes in New York City. He wants to have politically expedient relationships, and this is part of it.
Oh, it's absolutely part of it. Bill de Blasio and other Democrats have nationalized people like Oscar Lopez Rivera.
Wow. All right. Well, Evan, thank you very much. An interesting story to keep an eye on. Like we said, we did contact the mayor's office. He still has a chance to change his mind.
He hasn't even made it into the office yet.
We're going to be right back.